having a little bit of fun at Dustin's expense today. So if we could start, Dustin, would you lead us in the pledge?
My pleasure.
Thank you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you all. Okay. I'm not going to give too much of an overview. I think this is just going to evolve. And it kind of reminds me of the couple of meetings that I went to of Dustin's. And we're starting with Dustin time. And so we just had a nice feel. We've got the island wear going on, which is really nice. And so, no low expectations. We're not really going to be too high-powered about today, just real casual. But one thing we are going to include is we are going to welcome Rotarians and guests. And so could I have all of the visiting Rotarians stand? There they all are. All right, wonderful. So if you can start by introducing yourself, please.
Sophie, past president of Arcata.
Dr. Kim Barwell from the Rotary Club in Eureka.
And then guests. If we could have the guests stand. All right, we got a couple guests.
No, I was going to introduce
You got to go the traditional way and introduce the guests. Nice.
lawyer from Humble Air Foundation.
Nick Welzek is the library director and my neighbor.
Welcome, Nick.
This is my husband, Brent, one of Dustin's coworkers.
Nice to see you. And I think we have another guest kind of like me back here.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Yes?
Hi, Barbara Brown, co-president.
All right. Well, thank you all for being here on the meeting that wasn't to be. And so we'll start with the conversation around change, and that's going to change up the person who's in the front right away. So, Bob, would you like to come up and...
Hi, everybody. Give me a round of applause. We are here to talk about change today, but first I want to just mention that it is one of the last responsibilities of the immediate past president to assemble and put together this debunking meeting for the following president, and I just want to say, ask you all to join me in a round of applause for our immediate past president and former missing person, Susan Johnson. Okay, so we are all about change today, about transition and so forth. And I want to explain this all to you because there are a lot of new members here who have never seen debunking, don't understand what a debunking is, and there are a lot of older members who feel exactly the same way. They've seen many of them, but they're not really sure what they're all about. So I'm here to explain what debunking is. Debunking mainly is about tradition. Because if you are a president and you have been debunked, you can't wait to debunk another president because it's just one of those experiences. And so about the time somebody says, "Oh, we don't really need to do that," the past president goes, "Oh no, we do, we are going to do this." So it is about transition, the orderly transition of power from one year, from one president to the next year to the next president. And a lot of people would say, "Oh my gosh, isn't that kind of a mean thing to do to somebody who has led your club and the leader put all that effort in there? You guys are just trying to be really, really mean." And to that I say, we're not trying to be really, really mean. We're just trying to be a little mean. Not really, really mean. just a tiny bit of need, and it's actually not need at all.
And actually, the past president disagreed with that, but he talked me down, so we're lucky, Dustin.
And to try to explain so that you really understand what I'm talking about, I want you to consider two people here. The first is Dustin, right here, who's nervously tapping his fingers on his chair. I want you to consider Dustin, because Dustin right now is, he is at the top of his game. He has had a successful year. He's near to godlike status. He has done so well, and he has all the admiration of all the club members and most of the community who knows that he put forth all this effort and was successful. Well, now think about that. In a week or two, he's going to need to come to a meeting, and he's going to need to sit with the rest of us. Now think how you would feel. You are near godlike, and you have to come out, and you have to sit with mere mortals. And so, we're trying to ease his transition. And the other person that we need to think about is Ray. Where's Ray? Ray? There he is back there. Now think of poor Ray. Poor Ray. Here we have this handsome, near godlike, dynamic leader of our club, and then Ray's just thinking, oh my gosh, how do I follow and act like that? What am I going to do when it comes time to ring the bell for the first time? So just think about those two things, and it'll help you understand why we do what we do. Okay. So, Dustin, we are going to, the format for today is This Is Your Life. And that is all about us revisiting some moments from your past, to help us all understand how you got to be the successful person that you are. And, maybe along the way, somebody from your past will come along and point out some of the things that you could have done just a little bit better, so that, we help you with this transition. So, but before, we do that, somehow, for some reason, and this may have to do with Julie Vasade, we'd like to get you dressed up. Now, you didn't get the memo about, and neither did AJ, obviously, unless that's what he wears where he goes surfing. It could be, I'm not sure. AJ, it's even like Slob Friday at the break, right? You guys do this, Anyway. They have that. It is. Yeah, Casual Friday, sometimes they call it. We need to get you dressed. We need to get you in your proper attire. So, the person in charge of that is past President Jessica. So, yeah.
You have to come into the changing room here. I'm going to do some closing.
Is that legal?
I know, he can go back there.
Yeah.
Back there.
Back in the vault.
I need a pair of shorts to go along with all this. I hope they might fit him. They're 12 petites. So they might be the wrong gender, but they'll be okay. Put those shorts on first, Dustin. Let's see. I went looking for a shirt too. I thought, oh, that's good. That's a nice sail. Woo! And you could go sailing in it, but that seemed a little bit too big. So then I have this one waiting.
Oh yeah,
Look,
that's a nice one.
I know. It sort of goes with yours,
I
Bob.
love it.
What do you think? Does that look like the right shirt for him to be wearing? I think so. Especially, I'm loving these wide lapels, and it's a nice polyester too. He is gonna treasure this shirt. Are those shorts working out, Dustin? Do you need a belt?
You put them back with the alcohol.
You might need a belt.
It'll be up
Here, I got a belt, I think. Let's see. Maybe. Yeah. Oh, that will be a great belt, right? That he can put right around his waist and tie it or not if he has to. That will work. So see, if you have to tie that around your waist, that would work. Okay? There's no belt loops. Sorry. Whatever.
Coming in with the camera any moment.
You ready for your shirt? Yeah. Here you go. Isn't that pretty? The club likes it. It's polyester. You'll love it. Anytime. It takes him a long time to...
Oh, yeah.
Gosh. Whatever.
I thought he just threw his clothes heels on.
That doesn't have a rear exit, does it?
Are you ready, Dustin?
Come on, Dustin.
Need any help? Can I help you? No, he said. Okay. Is he still dressed?
Yeah, you can't hang out there all.
I was gonna say.
That's not your way to get out of this, Dustin.
Do you know that there's a stairway down to the street from?
No, you're right.
Oh, okay.
Okay, he's gone.
That's a
Is there a
very.
stairway to heaven already?
No, to hell. It goes down.
How we doing, Dustin? This belt. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, that belt is special, isn't it? You can just tie it in a knot. That's the great thing about it. Maybe. I don't
Tell
know.
him I'm coming in if he doesn't come out.
Belt. Siva's coming in there to help you put that belt on if you don't come out here. And by the count of, we're going to count down from 10. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. No, wait. Oh, the shirt.
Whoa!
Sit down.
I like it,
You'll
Dustin.
get warmer there, Dustin.
All right. Okay, so now you're prepared. And so we are going to move on. We are going to do This Is Your Life. And so, here are some voices from your past. Somebody that we have called upon to help us understand who it is you are. Dustin, this is your life.
Do you think Dustin's here yet?
I don't know, do you think they start their meetings at the scheduled time or Dustin time?
Yeah, I think if it's on Dustin time, maybe we should go down the street for a cup of coffee and wait.
There's a good movie down the street.
Any
Okay.
ideas, Dustin?
Yeah, it's my mom's home.
All right, good, welcome. Thank you guys for being here with us today. So anything that you want to share, and the next slide coming up, or I understand, we have some things that we need to learn, and that only you can share these kind of things with us from the early part of Dustin's life. So,
All right.
yeah.
Let's move on to the first slide.
Okay.
You know, from a young age, we always knew Dustin was going places.
Because you would put the suitcases out, and he knew you were leaving, and he was not going to let you leave.
Without.
Okay.
So Dustin has many talents. He's a surfer, wakeboarder, water skier, artist, composer, musician, and never lacking in confidence. In this picture, he's actually booking gigs. He's not even in the band yet. He's also, he's really good at delegation and leadership, and what I like to call wizardry, I think. For example, that he at a young age, he would actually have one and sometimes up to 3 girls come over at a time to clean his room. I still yet to figure out how he did it.
Is that what they were calling it? What? A manager?
And he is quite an artist. We have a nice oil painting in our dining room, and to practice and hone his skills in, he used to get spray paint our neighbor's fence with these giant random letters. Nobody. It's called graffiti art. That helps in his art.
Especially when you do it at night, right? When it's dark.
Yeah.
Okay.
How did we know that that was Dustin? What color was the paint?
Blue.
The only can. And another thing about Dustin is he's a winner. He just likes to win. It's his DNA. And trying to think of a time that I actually won a board game against Dustin. We played Monopoly, chess, and sometimes things like that. And a couple of times I was really close to actually winning the game against Dustin. And then I would go into the kitchen or something and come back, and all the pieces were messed up. I don't know how that happened. I remember an earthquake.
It's earthquake country.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
All right, so fast time at Arcata High. I'm not sure how many of you have raised teenagers or are raising teenagers, but raising Dustin was full of fun and a lot of sleepless nights, especially after he started driving. And I'm not sure how many of you taught your children to drive, but teaching Dustin to drive was a little treat. I remember one time we were going out for a practice drive, and Dustin's like, "Mom, just don't yell at me." And I'm like, "I'm not yelling, I'm scared." Anyway, high school wasn't really conducive to Dustin's, independent, I'll do it my way, in my own time, learning style. The day we graduated to the day he graduated, we all just took this big sigh. But college was a different story. In fact, at one point we thought he was going to be a career student. Anyway, all kidding aside, we're super proud of Dustin for his service to the community and to others, and his willingness to be a leader, his fearlessness in taking on challenges, and he's a wonderful son and brother and uncle, and we're just so happy to be a part of this journey.
Thank you, guys. Seats where you get some breakfast if you want.
Hey, I forgot something. Hold on. I do have some flip-flops for you. Mismatch socks, by the way. You get dressed in socks appropriately. Yeah, socks don't match, right?
So I don't know about you, but looking back, I'm a little embarrassed. And so when I found out about Dustin and being, the Dark Knight, I was more embarrassed for him than I was for myself, because evidently there was some persona or something about the Dark Knight that had to do with being on MySpace. Dustin, is that true? You want to tell us about that? Because nobody else is going to.
The Dark, it's actually a reference to Monty Python, my favorite comedy troupe.
As opposed to Batman.
As opposed to the Batman. Yeah.
I see. Okay. Well, maybe we were a little off on that. It just came up.
It's my favorite superhero.
Okay, cool. All right. So moving on, after you graduated from high school and you gave your folks great relief, as they said, you went on over to Chico. So at this point we have somebody, Dustin, this is your life, who a voice from the past, who is going to tell us a little bit about your time at Chico State.
He's getting red already.
All right, Dustin, who was your best college roommate?
Either Fuller or Sales.
Oh, come on.
You, Jennifer.
Welcome, Jennifer.
All right, so I met Dustin when I was probably 11 or 12 in the co-ed version of Boy Scout, Girl Scouts called Campfire Kids. So you can imagine Dustin doing crafts weekly with a bunch of other 11 and 12-year-olds, birdhouses,
Popsicle sticks.
so it was good. It was good. It was good. And we had fun over at Arcata High as well. But Chico was fun. Dustin and I took our very first guitar lesson class together. By the end of the week, he's playing Metallica. By the end of the semester, I'm still playing Take Me Out to the Ball Game. And my career ended there, and he just kept playing. Let's see. I love being the one that he would come and talk to. The girlfriend approval. Yeah, she's okay. So while Dustin also talked me through some very questionable boyfriends, I talked him through some questionable drinking games. Like the Century Club. 100 shots of beer in 100 minutes is never a good idea. It's never a good idea, especially with like natty ice. It's not good beer. It's not good beer. I remember the time I had strep throat. I think we were still living in the dorms at this point. And my dad came over to get me, to take me back, even though I had a vehicle. But I felt like I needed to be taken care of. So my dad comes all the way over, and he gets there. Dustin said, "Well, I don't feel very good either. Can you take me home too?" My dad drives us back, and that was on a Friday. And of course, on Sunday night, he drives us back over to Chico. But I'm sure at some point, Dustin and my dad are talking, and my dad might have mentioned something about Rotary, and Dustin was like, "I wonder what that's all about." So, let's see, what else? Chico was fun. I remember hikes in Upper Bidwell, tricycle races at Madison Bear Gardens. You can imagine Dustin on a tricycle. I think I even got him to rollerblade with me. Rollerblading was cool in 1999. So, rollerblading.
Coming on, girls.
Rollerblading. Yeah, we had a good time in Chico. Great roommate who lived right down the hall from me in the dorms, and I don't even remember that where our apartment complex was, but good times.
Go Craig Hall.
Yeah. All righty.
Okay, Jim, thank you very much. I like to think of all that history
Brother
that
Bob?
you guys have.
Brother Bob, could I butt in for just a
You
moment?
joined our club
Yes.
this year. That's
Yeah.
just boggles my mind. Yes.
I just want to say, I wish I could tell how many hits that's going to get from Arcata High when you're talking about drinking games.
Yes.
That would be
Oh,
interesting.
yeah,
That would be
there you
good.
go.
You know, over the course of the year or so, we have had different teachers and administrators from your Arcata High School, and all of them seem to, immediately recognize Dustin, and I thought it was kind of a mystery name. So, you were at Chico for
Semester.
Wow, and we put 2 slides up. Almost lasted as long as your time over there. This I didn't know. Now, your mascot is the pink wildcat, or?
It was actually, I was at Butte Community College.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, how did you get into the dorms over at?
They were dorms for Butte and for Chico.
Okay, all right, okay. Well, anyway, after.
We paid for a year of college, so what happened again?
Get ready for that little refund check. But then you managed to make it back to the coast or whatever, and spend some time at HSU. Is that correct? And I don't think we have anybody here to talk about HSU, but Dustin, you came back to get serious? You came back to get away from Jen? What was the deal?
No, I came actually when I went to Humboldt. I was back in Austin, Texas.
Okay.
And then I was going to pursue a degree in composition.
Okay.
And then switch from composition to economics.
Okay. All right. And you hung with that here at HSU?
I did.
And you went on to graduate and get your degree and everything. Okay, I thought so. All right. Good for you. Okay. So then we're moving on, and after you get your degree in economics, obviously it's time to get a job. And I'm not, I'll just throw this one up. The likeness is amazing. I'm not sure when this happened and so forth. Do you remember that? I looked at it and I was trying to figure out how on earth somebody would get that picture. But it is it's pretty amazing. It's striking. And Susan, this one you came up with, right?
Yes,
You want to explain who that is?
That is Dustin.
Is it?
Dustin Hoffman.
Oh, I see. Dustin Hoffman. Okay.
And that is the graduate.
Oh,
You know,
all right.
the kind
Well,
of,
that ties right in with the HSU thing.
Yeah, what do you do?
I get it now. I get it. I'm sorry. Just a little slow. Okay. So anyway, then you're ready to start your career. You have your degree in economics, and it's time to move on. So in this next chapter of This Is Your Life, we have a voice from your past.
Dustin, what wine did we have to try over and over at our managers meeting to make sure it still was good?
Poem Seller's Taste of It.
Is that a good one? Thank you. Well, Rich is here to talk about Dustin's time at Avalon.
Yeah, I don't have notes. I didn't know that this was.
Oh, well, I'm sure you got it.
Super formal.
Just relive.
To be honest, if we had cameras back then, we would be a very successful reality show. So,
Well, somebody did.
video cameras.
Oh, and
So
if
this
you,
is actually on a plane in the middle of the restaurant at an Arcata party, James Bond themed, yeah.
and who's in the very middle of the picture? Who's in the center?
James Bond himself.
Yes.
We had some good times. We survived a lot. We survived an earthquake. The chandeliers were banging side to side. The whole bar crashed down. We survived.
Moved 3 inches over.
The building moved 3 inches over. We survived dishes being thrown in the kitchen by a married couple. We survived Beverly, the owner.
Yeah. Is that Beverly in the black dress?
Yes.
I thought so.
Yeah, so we were one of the few employees that made it through. I was there about 5 years. I don't know how.
About the same.
About 5 years. So yeah, we made it through the wrath of Beverly. So.
Okay. Interesting how you put that. Okay,
Thank
so
you,
we covered it.
Rachel.
Thank you very much. So, you know, as good as that was going, all good things must come to an end, at least for a while. And so I'm sure you were, you know, thinking, okay, all right, I've done that now. What's next? What are we going to do now? And so as you started your more, you know, professional adult career or whatever, it's, you know, before we do that, I think it's time that we update the attire just a little bit.
Yeah,
Jessica?
we gotta help you go from college student to professional, right?
Yes.
You're gonna be really glad you kept that sweater on, Dustin, because we've got some more clothes for you to put on. Let's see. Went shopping with my sister-in-law to the thrift stores. Never lets you down. And look, I found this nice vest. It goes perfect. Yeah, but you know, I got something else that goes with it. It's the three-piece suit coming here, Justin. You got your black shorts and you've got your matching jacket. Yes, very nice. See, aren't you glad you have that sweater on? Now, notice you got it zipped up. I know, right? It does. Yeah. Give us some buttons there, and look, we got a nice pocket square too.
Big lapel out there, big lapel out there.
Big lapel. Oh yeah, check this lapel out. We might need a tie. I do think we need a tie, and I brought a few of them to be able to choose from. Let's see. Do we like this one?
Let's see another show.
Another one? Okay, let's see. I've got there are a few in here, but let's see. How about that one, the little clip tie? That was pretty good. Or I've got a clip bow tie.
Yes.
Yeah, we like that. Or I've got this one that would actually fit over your neck, and then it zips up. That seems good. Oh, maybe that won't quite work, huh? No, there we go. We'll zip that right up for you. Yes. Here, you can have that one for good measure because people like that one too. So, yeah, okay? All right, now you're ready to be a professional.
Thank you again, Jessica. And maybe, so now we have a question for the club. Who wore it best? And maybe you can have Dustin stand up.
Yeah, you should stand up
And
here.
Dustin, could you just, with your right hand, grab that bag and stand right out here, because we need to try to decide who looks better.
What do you think?
Okay,
Dustin!
Ron?
Or Dustin! All right, Dustin, you look better.
Oh, good job, Dustin. Who would like to win?
Good, see?
This is not nearly as humiliating as you thought it was going to be. Okay, so moving on. When we first met you here in the club, you were part of the financial industry, and I remember that well. And so we we reached out to somebody in that industry at the time because we wanted to know more about, what kind of thing we could expect from you being, in financial services and so forth. We called this guy and he didn't return our calls. I'm not sure why. He may have been busy, he may have been tied up somewhere, but he was unavailable. But I have to say, after you did the fundraiser this year, and we raised that money, and you didn't give it to the people you said you were going to give it to, he was calling us saying, I need to talk to that boy. He is brilliant. That is amazing. That he was able to get all that money and just keep it. So he has a lot of admiration for you. So, as we wanted to dig into that a little bit more, there is somebody, a voice from your past, that is going to talk a little bit more about this aspect of your year.
Dustin, I know that I talked you into teaming up with HSU and splitting half that money. And I know every time we turned around, it was crazy trying to rope HSU in. But I'm still curious because I don't know what happened to the money.
Ryan?
Yeah, this is your debunking.
It's your presidential oversight there.
Did we split the money?
Uh,
Did you give them $1?
we gave him, we're going to give him $5,000.
Okay, so I know.
All right.
Oh, we're giving them $5,000?
$5,000.
Okay, because I figured we just weren't answering emails or phone calls like they did to us around the
No, I haven't got any communication from them. Yeah,
His
$5,000.
team,
Should we all just vote on that right now? Have a board meeting?
well, Craig Ruck and I are best friends.
Best
so,
friends,
I don't want to be, I don't know if I should answer phone calls and stuff.
All right. Thank you, Siva. So you are totally ensconced as our president. We are doing well and enjoying our year or whatever. And I know at the beginning a lot of people, gave you advice because everybody always gives this advice to an incoming president, and it is that there's no way in a year's time you can break Rotary. And as an example, this is Travis Schneider, from our past. And as hard as he tried to break Rotary, he was not able, because obviously that's been, 7, 8 years ago. And we're still alive and doing well. So we're at this point where we are this is your Rotarian life. And different people from the club depicted here, and also all year long from President Dick encourage us to click on your head so that we can see a past meeting or whatever. At this point, we are going to have different members of the club who might have something to say, and I don't know what's going to happen, but anyway, if there's somebody here who would like to get up and tell a story about Dustin and something that happened in this year, yes, please, Barbara, please do it.
Dustin. I've been here a lot this year because I work in Crescent City, but Dustin and I have been working on getting him ready to be president since I was president in 2015. We spent a lot of time together. We drank a lot. Ate a lot of tequila together. But I'm super proud of Dustin, and I consider myself his mentor. And so, for those of you who were here in my year, you know I really liked awards, right? Remember that? Well, Dustin, I have an award for you. I don't know if you all know this, but Dustin had perfect attendance this year. 100%.
What about the board meeting?
He didn't need the makeup.
Well, when you're president and you miss a meeting, it occurs to you there might be a coup while you're gone. And so, because he didn't want that to happen, he just made sure he's here every week.
Yeah. I've been involved on the district side a lot, and I've been really impressed with Dustin, who has really put his heart and his soul into this year. So we'll pin this on you. And while I'm doing that, I wanted to let you know that I got the privilege of being at PETS when Dustin was there and at district conference. And we kind of agreed that what happens at PETS stays at PETS.
Until you explain what PETS is. Until you did debunking and then PETS comes home.
Lori, explain PETS. Okay, so PETS is president-elect training. You get to go down to San Jose and for 3 days you are among 500 president-elects, and you get this great training and a lot of great hospitality at night. Well, Dustin met some people, some president-elects while he was there, and they've been sending me some thank yous to Dustin. So Maya says, Dustin, your ideas about international service have inspired me. You rock. and Susie from the Rotary Club of California South says, Dustin, so great to hear all your great ideas on community service. Let's chat again soon.
Are they cleaning your room?
And Candy from District Candy. Dustin, thanks for sharing all of your membership ideas with me. and Heather says, Dustin, looking forward to collaborating soon. Aaron from the Rotary Club of Long Legs says, I loved our conversations about Rotaract to Rotary transitions. Brilliant.
Wow.
Finally, from the Rotary Club of Arcata, Dustin, wish I could be a stud like you, Brian.
The amazing thing is pets only last like 3 days. Anybody else gonna share any stories? Okay, if not, we are going to move on because there is more. The big now what? So, yeah, in the middle of your year, you changed professions again. You're moving on, and you are now a Coldwell banker. You are selling real estate, and so I don't know if we have another outfit, but you know, this is just an example of how to look great and make a killing in real estate. Well, you're there. Okay. Well, we want you to know that we completely support your new career, but we do, you know, want to have a little test just to see if you are up on all of your real estate kind of knowledge. So the next part of this is the test. And we have some folks here that are going to help us with this. People from your profession who are going to come along and ask you a few questions about real estate. So if I could have those people come out.
Do you want to guess? I mean, go ahead and say something back there.
Just read the damn form.
Read the damn form. Everybody welcome Rick Anderson from Coldwell.
So we have cooked up a little quiz show here.
You're kidding.
And I need some help, and we need a couple of chairs. Dustin, you need to come up here. I can go wherever you think.
I think we're going to make them stand, though.
They're going to stand.
They're going to
Stand up by the screen, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And where do we want Greg?
I'm just going to be wandering around. But let's see, is Bryn here somewhere?
Bryn's
Right
behind us.
So,
Yeah,
no chairs. Okay, so you sit.
Yeah. There you go, you can sit. But see, we have to emphasize the fact that maybe it takes some stature to make it in this industry. Yeah. There we go.
All right, well, everybody knows Mark Richard, of course, highly respected competitor of ours, and you know, Rin, who works for me, and Dustin came to work for me in February. So we cooked up this little quiz called the Biz. It's going to test his real estate knowledge. So I have a few questions, and I did bring your license with me here.
It's on the line.
So, according to the rules which have been explained to me that only Rotarians can possibly understand, you guys are apparently playing for money, but you don't get any. The loser pays the club. So, it's a Rotary thing. In any case, so I have just a few questions. The first one, question number 1. In Arcata, as of this moment, who runs the most highly successful professional real estate office? Bryn, that's correct.
What was the answer?
He does.
Wait a minute, Mark, do you have something to say about that?
Well, my office is in your region, even though we do a lot of business.
Okay.
These questions are carefully crafted. All right, question number 2. What is a gross rent
Greg, I got that.
Yeah.
gross rent multiplier?
Yes, that's a way.
Mark.
That's a way of valuing a income-producing property by using an assumption of what current market rents are.
A numbers guy. You know, no wonder you're so successful. I'm starting to have my doubts here, boy.
Now you have to wear that.
Okay.
It's insane.
Who said, are you ready?
Yeah.
Sure.
We'll see.
Who said, buy land, they ain't making any more of this stuff?
That's got to be Will Rogers.
Nice, good job.
Did you have any coffee this morning? All right. Now, the last question is two-part question. Wizard of Oz, Dorothy says, there's no place like home. Why did she say it, and where's home?
Kansas is where home.
And why?
There's no place like that.
Do you want to venture a guess?
She said it to get back to home.
All right, that's as close as we're going to get. So, Dustin, like I say, I'm a little concerned here about your progress. And apparently, you need a little more training wheels to continue on.
There you go.
Thank you. All right, Greg, thank you. We're all not sure what to think after that, but the one thing that we do know is that we always get to the point in debunking where we hear a song from our past president and songster, Mr. Dick Johnson. So if you welcome him up now.
Dustin, you gotta sit down here and listen to your serenade. There you go. There you go.
This is part of your punishment, trust me. And you may want to put those training wheels on.
Over your ears.
I do want to say something about Baja Blue. I think I saw that movie back in the 60s, but I'm not sure. Is this on? Oh, it's not on. I think I saw that movie back in the 60s. Baja Blue. I don't know how well this is going to go now. But I do need your help towards the end of this song. All yours, not yours. You're going to need the words. came in early, as many of you did, you probably know how this song goes originally. This is a little different. He's a young man, raised in Arcata, local schools, yeah. Up through HSU, lived in Austin, then came back to Hollywood.
Goes to Dustin.